Don't happen for studio as they just cut us come out, but we no agree. We'll come back. We go tell obedience waiting to happen. We go tell obedience one how other things when we say they happen that affect the other people where they the other side. We go talk no gay way. If we don't come out, tell the people when say them come out say we don't come back again. Hope day, hope alive. So going back for that very Lawa case, where we say Lawa no do contest, but Supreme Court give them. Why would they mention them? Would they put our eyes for Supreme Court? Because now talk say na Supreme Court now give them that judgment. Even international community don't talk say how person will be say in no contest election at all. Supreme Court go carry and go give them. Waiting happen. How it take happen? Even in colleagues where we say them go drag presidency with them, talk say they don't know how it take happen. Say go teach them. Make we hear from Rocha so Korocha how in they take them, making sure them how in take do that very thing so that they go know how they go take do them.
Again, we shall all stand to say Nigeria is a great country. And to those of you, our colleagues, including you, Mr. Senate President, you know you're a very smart politician. How you came back is yet another political book to discuss.
Sorry?
How you came back is another chapter in our political history.
How I came back from where?
How you return to the Senate as a senator will open another chapter of great discussion in our political book. Because I was there in the field with you running for president. I never knew how you were able to meander and return and leaving some of us. Next time you must teach me how to do that.
It was a torturous zone because we had to go through the courts. I didn't even appeal.
Yes, so we don't hear as Rocha, so Korocha talk that very something, and we know say plenty things they happen for that Senate, for that their level. Somebody will be say even at IBO also, and with that very one, that one I make US give visa ban. Whether that one not true, we don't know, but we will keep our ears open to see how that one they take the waka they go. NJ be like say, oh man, they do mwe.
The kind impunity where they this our country, the thing they bring tears for my eyes. See as for civilized country, can politicians discuss like this? My people, may I ask this kind of question. In a civilized country, can a politician openly they do this thing where they do? Now because they know say for Nigeria everything goes. Impunity, person no contest. Person dey Senate. So anything goes as far as you get money, judges go give you wetin you want. Just so like Professor Denkalo they talk. We need to stop this nonsense. And I make they block our principal. Because if Obi enter Bagam for Aso Rock, everything go change. All those their crooked way go get blocked. If you win Senate, you know say you winner. They go call you senator. In a very good way. You enter through legal process. No be say from backyard, they laugh. Not before their stupidity, they laugh. I beg, make them no just make me vex. Because all this their character. Thank God say they go there alive. 10 years from now, they go look back and see what thing they do for themselves and their generation. Because whether karma go come, it go surely come.
Yes, karma na be the thing wey be say people, but before that karma go begin the hammer, make we see as they take the happen now, because even CNN myself don't begin the talk way as they take happen for Nigeria. The kind of administration where we enter now, we no know how the thing they take the waka they go on. People will be say them day for Nigeria here. The kind suffering where they don't begin they go on since we never reach 100 days. For this new administration, we no know how that one won't lead us. Even the people who talk say them vote the government in now, them myself don't begin to shout. Because make I tell on now, them talk say palliative. The 8,000 naira palliative where they talk, they don't begin to go back. Even the time where we say they do market trader money and something where they carry professor where we say na Nigeria vice president as at that time. Now, professor go for market, begin they share money as at that time. Now, I don't know the kind person when them go say, may begin they go share 8,000, but then don't begin they come out from that one again. When they no prepare to enter, now where these things they take happen. But we even get CNN report where we say, then they report them, give the world. Even as they will be saying, then they outside there, that is the Western world, know they help issues where they happen this side. We no go fail to give them credit as they take report this very one. Because suffering they here, even we where they studio, we tell you, they can, if you they buy fuel for your generator now to power your system, for just one day alone, that money don't go 4 times. And labor people will talk say they won't do strike. I don't know what thing don't happen. Nobody talk again. It is surprise. Say our elites, nobody they talk. But maybe we hear as CNN take talk am.
Highest level ever, 78 cents per. Fuel prices in Nigeria are about to reach their highest level ever, 78 cents per litre. This comes 2 months after the president scrapped a popular yet very expensive fuel subsidy. Of course, with higher fuel prices comes higher inflation. All of this in Africa's largest economy. Stephanie Busari looks at how Nigerians are coping with this very difficult situation.
The first subsidy is gone.
It was a moment that caught many off guard. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu accelerating ahead, announcing his first major policy at his inauguration in May, triggering panic buying at petrol stations, with fuel prices tripling immediately and soaring to record highs. The shifting gears angered Nigerians, who in the past have protested previous attempts to remove the fuel price caps. Nearly 2 months on and people are feeling the pinch.
At the end of the month, I'll have to borrow money and feed, since 80% of my salary goes into transportation.
The rise in petrol prices poured fuel on economic fire, with inflation now hitting nearly 23%.
The first impact is on inflation. The second impact is on income, and the third impact is when will relief come?
That relief, however, is not in sight yet, with Tinubu pleading for patience. It's rush hour on this busy street in the heart of Lagos Island, and typically this street would be gridlocked with cars stuck in Lagos's legendary go-slow traffic. It seems an unintended consequence of the fuel subsidy removal is that people simply aren't getting into their cars. Increased operating costs, including fuel power generators to combat the country's erratic electricity supply, are also forcing some businesses to press the brakes. While others, such as this clothing store in Lagos, are finding creative solutions to stay afloat.
Be flexible with our hours to make sure that we're maximizing on the resources that we have. So that once the generator is on, we're maximizing production, and then when we're powering down, we know we're powering down.
Meanwhile, offices are also turning off their lights, with work-from-home policies being introduced to combat soaring costs.
Post-pandemic, we reduced working to like maybe 4 days a week, but now with the removal of subsidy, we've reduced to 3 days a week. So people work from home on Mondays. Everybody hates Mondays anyway, so we just took Mondays off.
While the road ahead remains bumpy for miles to come, Nigerians who've shouldered many hardships in recent years are continuing to display their usual resilience and determination in the face of difficulty.
And Stephanie Busari joins us live now from Lagos. So, Stephanie, here's the thing. Obviously, when you have higher fuel costs, it also leads to the higher cost of pretty much everything, especially food. And President Tinubu is implementing some measures to help poorer Nigerians, including trying to pump more money into the agricultural sector, trying to protect farmers, for example, from being kidnapped for ransom, which can happen in Nigeria. Just walk us through whether or not any of these measures are actually going to make a difference in the short term.
So, Zain, one of the measures that's already hit a roadblock. President Tinubu announced last week that he was planning to give 8,000 naira, which is equivalent to about $10, to the poorest of the poor as a monthly conditional cash payment. And this was going to be done for about 6 months to about 12 million households. But he faced a barrage of criticism because, quite frankly, it's just not going to touch the sides. We've got inflation of 22.7%. And like you say, every day the cost of living increases. You walk into a shop and there's signs everywhere saying, due to current situation, we're forced to increase our prices. It's across the board. So that 8,000 naira per month is just really inadequate. And that money is coming from borrowing. And Nigeria is already in huge public debt. So he's had to go back to the drawing board, and he's going to be announcing new palliative measures to help to ease the burden. And he's faced a lot of criticism also about how this has been handled. Many say there should have been palliative measures announced before this fuel subsidy was removed.
But at least they don't acknowledge that very hardship way there for Nigerians. No be waiting we expect. Waiting we dey expect na new Nigeria. Na new Nigeria where things will be say e go work. Where plans dey on ground. How those things go take work. No be this one from 8,000 naira to another thing where be say nobody they understand. The situation for Nigeria really dey very, very pathetic. But anyway, Sha, we get hope say if things change for this very election tribunal, now be say the new Nigeria where we dey talk, things go begin they go on well. So that very patience where we say Onanuga, Abina, Tinubu, now they talk say people get patient. I don't know the patient. Now whether not patient for the new Nigeria, then they talk because now place I didn't just hold the distance. So whether not patience for the new Nigeria make it take come from the tribunal, I be patient, make them continue to they suffer to they go. But I get another of our own Dele Farotimi where we say in talk as waiting in enjoying the issues, you go hear how Intake explain how he take the pain some people for Nigeria and how Intake reach and myself. Make we take a listen to them.
Anymore. If we are going to tell ourselves the truth, nothing in our country actually makes sense anymore. If we are going to tell ourselves the truth, reality is that what we do these days is that we just coast along and we just allow ourselves to survive. We have lived for so long next to what is essentially a rubbish heap that we've lost our capacity to smell. So we sit down in the midst of our mess and we eat, we drink, we party, and we forget. But thing is this, the government of Nigeria does not treat the people of Nigeria as human beings. It's not just about treating us as citizens. We are not treated as human beings. Let's imagine this. What kind of mentality, what idea governs a system or a country where the government believes that it is okay to budget 70 billion for less than 500 people and then give what is essentially nothing, crumbs, to so many? So when you now talk about NNPC, who is telling us that the petroleum industry has been deregulated, is still busy being the one fixing prices. When you ask them what constitutes this price component, NNPC can't tell me and you. The same NNPC that was given an institutional monopoly has today handed that monopoly to a company in which it had invested $2 billion on my behalf and on your behalf. And now that company is now going to be the operator of the monopoly that once belonged to the NNPC. And we are not meant to ask questions. We can't speak to demand, how did we arrive at this price? The same NNPC that told all of us in broad daylight that it is doing direct sale and direct purchase, which meant it was giving crude and it was taking product. Up till today, we don't know exactly where and how the subsidy has arisen. Who was being paid? Nobody is telling who. So the point is this. We've gotten to the point where they just say things because they know there will be no consequences. If people believe that there will be consequences for their actions, if they believe they will be held to account and they will be asked to answer questions in relation to the things that issue forth from their mouths, I am certain that you will have less of this abomination strolling around in broad daylight in our country. We were buying toxic fuel in this country, fuel that will not be sold in any country or other country in the world. We're buying it in Nigeria. Nobody ever paid for that criminality. Nobody. Till today, nobody paid. They told us you are doing direct sale, direct purchase. Up till today, nobody is asking questions. And yet you are demanding. And don't worry, before the end of this month or next month, they will tell us to pay some more. It's one blow after the other for the Nigerian. We've become like orphans, tossed around and beaten about by everybody in our space. The government has become the enemy of the people. And we, the people, we have to look beyond all these stupid, petty differences and begin to ask questions, because these are existential issues. They are legislating us into slavery. And we are all alive and well, and we are sat here and we are busy quibbling over nonsense, ethnicity, religion, and we are being systematically enslaved. All of us. Questions that we should ask, we are not asking. The one that should not concern us is what excites us.
Obedient family. Shall una don hear am from our daily? Wetin him talk? APC are not even treating Nigerians like human beings, not to talk of a citizen. Yes, you heard him say it. The fuel subsidy is biting so hard. And I wonder what NLC people are doing. It's like they have been bribed. I don't know. Because when they are supposed to protect the masses and they are not doing so, I wonder what they are doing. From 5 something, now is 600, and just check them out. How will the poor masses feed? And they are here talking about palliative. Who asked them for palliative? You borrow money to give the masses 8,000 naira. What can 8,000 naira do in a fuel of 600 and something per liter? My people, make una ask on ourselves that question. It is no longer funny. It's no longer funny. We need our mandate back. Judiciary, you people, judges, you need to write your name on gold. Yes, we can't borrow to consume. That's why our principal said he wants to take us out from consuming to production. Now in they invest them, because all youths, they do something meaningful. They earn by themselves. Make una hear them again from our sister Adiola.
Nigerian President Bola Tinubu wants to complete a project that former President Buhari started. That is collecting a loan of $800 million from the World Bank to distribute to the needy. That is to say, as a country, we say $800 million loan, which means we have to pay the money back. We are not investing this money. We are not starting businesses with this money. We are not creating employment opportunities with this money. We are distributing it. More than 600 billion naira. The devil is a liar. How does that make sense? As in, make it make sense. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all of you that are close to the president, until put heads together, advise the president to use this money to do what? To create jobs, so that people can have consistent source of income. As in, how much is this 8,000? They said to 12 million people that are needy. In a country of 200 million, Haba, who is not needy in Nigeria, needy. And the poorest people don't even have bank accounts. So how are we going to track this money? Are they going to be giving out cash? How would they account for the money? It's a lot of money. How would we even know that they get who it should be given to? Already, we're hearing that some lawmakers have started padding this palliative with over 200 billion naira, which means that some rich people are about to get even richer in the name of helping the poor. Hey, now, haba.
Sister, as you take talk, I dey like where I see people will be saying that they get joy to they vibrate, they bring the thing out as he take be. But when we don't see all this wahala where they come up from the palisation and all of this, make we hear some things from PO where we say they calm us down, because now PO voice where we say if you hear, you go calm yourself down. After this very this one, we get this one from Bukos. Abi waiting be named Tine Begilioju. Abi.
Okay, Mr. Bukos say, I present to you my president, my role model, my hero and the champion of the game. He is ascending the throne in less than 8 weeks. Thank God his enemies have shown the world how cruelless they are. They are now. When it comes to governance, God bless P2B and God bless Nigeria.
Yes, God bless P2B and God bless Nigeria. We get this one from Oppressed.
99% oppressed say wherever P2B goes, he will not share money. Yet people gather in numbers to see him, receive him, and most importantly, hear him speak. Because in his current state of hopelessness, Obi is their only symbol with semblance of hope. He is a son of grace and prince of peace.
Yes, so the son of grace, and they bring peace wherever it is. This one from Igwe say, under P2B, the Nigerian Debt Management Office, DMO, rated Anambra State as the least indebted state in Nigeria. Once the tribunal declares him president, Nigerians will smile again. We don't want, make we hear the things when we say PO, they tell us, as in they take talk and as in they give us joy to listen to them. Make we take listen to PO himself.
Let me just come and see what. So when they invited me, I just said, well, let me just come and see what these people are doing. I didn't know it's a place where politicians run into trouble. So when you see people like me say when they wanted to give money to governors and say bailout, I was a governor, I should be supporting it. But I disagreed. I said no, before we give them the money, let them tell us what they are doing, because it is wrong for us to pay a bill of a drunk while he's sitting in the bar. He has to come out of the bar first, and he was also what he has drunk before. My first 3-4 trips to Abuja, I traveled with over 30 people. Everybody has a title to be in the plane. So I'm the only person invited. I pay for 30 people who have no reason to be in Abuja. I'm the one who is going to go to meeting. Because the idle and the hotel, they eat more. Everything was costing me over 10 million. I found out that I can talk to the IG then Onobo. I said, Onobo, when I'm in Abuja, give me 3 policemen. When I'm going, I give them 5,000, which is not up the ticket of one person going. Nobody followed me to Abuja. So when I call, the people say, hey, Peter will be traveling on his own, he's carrying his bag. I'm a young man, I can carry my bag. Each time I go to Abuja, the cook there, we will need to give him about 30,000 to cook. And I said, cook. It costs 5,000 naira to eat buffet and Hilton, and you charge me 30 here. So what are you cooking here? You must go back to August. You know, Papa Sanjo wanted to come to Anambra State. I went to them and said, listen, tell Mr. President, he can come in the morning and go in the evening. We don't need to sleep. There's so much waste in our system, and we all tolerate it. People always say, what is your greatest achievement in Anambra State? I always say to them, bringing civility and order to governance. I plead with all of you, please do not leave governance to the least in the society. That's what we are doing today, and all of us are complaining. We had 12 governors guest house when I started. I shut all of them down. I'm a married man. If I finish work, I go home. The reason why I'm saying it for you to get involved. All of you here can do it. There's enough money in this country. The responsibility, waste is too much. The greed is too high. When I went to Anambra State, it was a case of where lunatics were in charge of the asylum. I needed to put them back to the asylum and build a better place for the society. When you look at your children, you make up your mind. We must stop this abuse of our country. Otherwise, the society we abuse today will take its revenge on our children tomorrow. I've been going about, you are the 6th stop. I have touring various cities, from Germany, Toronto, to everywhere. You're the 6th one. Everywhere I go and see a huge number of Nigerians. The question is, who is remaining in Nigeria? Those who are remaining are probably those who couldn't get out. It is time for us to get to work and fix the country. The problem with Nigeria is that you hired incompetent people who don't have any capacity to do anything. That's not mean you're in a place. You can't have non-state actors be more powerful than state. It's not possible. You can't have a state where they now tell you that People are stealing Nigerian oil. Oil is not something you put in your pocket. It's not a grocery thing. For you to steal oil, it has to be through ship. The ship have to come into your water. Navy have to approve for ship to come into your waters. So it is being stolen by the same people. Those structures they tell you people we don't have is structure of criminality. It becomes a problem when you're pursuing transactional policies which will benefit you, or you're engaging in nepotism. On the issue of IPOB, I condemn all agitators, but in condemning them, you have to look at what brought about these agitations all over the place. It's not only IPOB. We have also, when you have created this level of massive poverty, where 63% of your population is poor, you're going to create all sorts of problems. So what you're seeing is a cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years, which will be solved by good governance. When people start seeing justice, fairness, and inclusive government and doing the right thing, all those things will start reversing itself. I will talk and discuss with all agitators. People agitate even in my house. What you're saying is about the big boys who are selling generators. You have heard them say we don't have structure. That is the structure we're trying to destroy. Structure of criminality, structure that impoverished Nigeria. We will dismantle it. We're going to turn around the power sector. Nigeria generates about 5,000 to 6,000. And South Africa, the second biggest economy, 60 million people, generates about 40 to 50,000. And South Africa, in the past 3 months, have declared emergency. So somebody who is 60 million, generating about 40,000, declared emergency. What do you think somebody with 2 million people, generating 5,000 to 6,000 will do? I'm going to declare war on power. Foreign investor is like bee and honey. All you need is to create honey. The way bee will find the place is very simple. Foreign capital is scared of corruption. The ethnic tension you see today is as a result of injustice, unfairness. So as we start building an inclusive society where people's talent, hard work will match up their opportunity. You start seeing those things go down. As long as Nigerians are in IDP, all of us are in IDP. We are an existential threat. There's no sacred cow. You either be a Nigerian or you can find another country. It will be the same level playing field for everybody. The vast land in the north is far more in terms of assets and source of revenue generation and exports for Nigeria than the oil. Go and check my record. I've governed the state for 8 years and I've challenged everybody. The day I left office, I was not owing salary, pension, gratuity, or any contract or any supplier. Anambra has never bought me a bottle of water since I left office. We will fight and stop corruption. The first thing about stopping corruption is yourself. If you're not involved, your wife is not involved, your family is not involved, those around you are not involved, you reduce it by over 50%. We can't disappoint these youths. We must build a new Nigeria. Investors will come back. Those who left, even the young people who are today living, they'll come back. Nigerians are prepared to come back if they can find that they have a country to go back to. This green passport, people must be proud to use it.
We don't happy at least. I know say our nerves don't calm down. Now see say my voice don't even come low. No be that one why they shout. Because when they don't begin to enter INEC matter, now shout, you go to hear me, they shout. When they don't begin to enter APC and Tinubu them matter, you go see me, they shout. But now, if they see my teeth, say at least smile don't come from my eye, because all these promises for His Excellency Peter Obi's key speeches, they give us hope. Say this new Nigeria when we enter there, these things where as he take talk am, then go begin to happen. We still believe say they possible. Now, as our time don't they give us signal make we carry our kaya begin to come out for studio. I go want make obedience worldwide wherever they make them do it, make them for like and share this video. Anytime when you see us and bringing about the Obidate Family TV, bringing the hope alive, please like and share widely so that other obedience whenever get notifications make them forget. The list I they always talk for waiting if you do for P2B this time. Now to do waiting to like and share as we they give hope to people. Then the other one to pray that one now, if you put your knees for ground, whether you be Muslim or you be Christian, now the same God now we dey pray for. So you go reach out, you go say, may God touch the hearts of these judges every day. May God touch them, may them open this our briefs, this our written address wey we don carry, make dem open their eyes, make dem see the good things wey we say e dey inside. Make dem rescue us from this very bondage wey we dey call Nigeria. May God help us. So I beg, like, share na the least wey you fit do for P2B and the obedient movement right now. Make we keep our heads together. Make all our efforts to stay together till the end. Make we dey together. May God guide us till we get to the new Nigeria. With that very one, I go talk say, make I carry my give angel. Make she for tell us the way we go carry kaya comot for studio.
My fabulous obedient worldwide. You don't hear our principal talk and say, they said he no get structure. But na structure of criminality na dem get. And they know say immediately when he come inside, he go destroy, dismantle all. Comot. We know our principal with 3. I call am triple C. Yes, character, competence, and capacity. In dey kegerege, in no dey shake, in dey gidigba. Yes, he say if you want fight corruption, you go start by yourself. If you know dey corrupt, your wife know dey corrupt, your family know dey corrupt. You see am, each time when he talk, he go say, go verify. They don't verify finish, they no see anything. And they won't take them by fire by force. But obedient movement worldwide, they no agree. Yes, you see, now we be the bone where they their truth. INEC, APC, they must vomit. We go press their neck till they vomit our mandate. Judiciary, judges, make on a right on a name for good. My darlings and lovely obedient family, you watch us finish. You know, call like, subscribe, and share. Wait till you gain. Oh yeah, begin the like, begin the share, subscribe. Oh yes, begin the do them. Thank you so much. We thank you, we appreciate you. All the things we una they do, we appreciate. Now God go reward una. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much. We love you, but God loves you more. Bye for now.